Viewers, I'm going to go straight to the heart of the story tonight. Viewers, extreme incompetence or collusion on the Congress Punjab state government's part has led to a shocking breach of the Prime Minister's security cover. Of course, the Congress will want us to all believe there are a series of inept decisions or even coincidences led to what happened today. But viewers, over the next 5 minutes, we will prove that there was a lot more to this than mere coincidence. Barely 20 kilometers from the Pakistani border. That's right, viewers, you can look at the map on the right of your screens. The Prime Minister's cavalcade blocked on a flyover, on an overpass, and you can see just 20 kilometers away is the Pakistani border. Yes, just 20 kilometers from the Pakistan border, the Prime Minister was left stranded and vulnerable for 20 whole minutes. The reason is that the state police failed to sanitize the Prime Minister's travel route, resulting in his convoy being blocked by protesters who were sympathetic to the Singhu agitation. Now, I don't need to tell you the mindset of those that were agitating at Singhu and the things they said about Prime Minister Modi, their deep disregard for him as an individual. Viewers, you all know the slogans. You all know the slogans. But I want to show you some definitive evidence. Indeed, look at the definitive evidence on your screens. These videos establish how the Prime Minister was reduced to a sitting duck, so to speak. On the video closest to me in the frame, there he is. You can see his car, the black Toyota on the left, viewers, pointing towards 3 other cars that have formed a buffer between him and the protesters who are in the background. Right at the top of those pictures, you can see some of them here even holding up flags. In the middle, viewers, the Prime Minister can be clearly seen, masked, sitting in the front of that SUV. It's an armored SUV. Just the other day, people were saying, why does the Prime Minister need an armored SUV? It should be made only here in India. Why has he purchased it from abroad? They had a lot of problems with that. And today, viewers, perhaps that stood, viewers, as a comforter to the security establishment, knowing that you would require a lot to penetrate its armor. On the extreme right, his SUV is barely 7 or 8 feet away from some strange individuals. And the Prime Minister is a sitting duck. What if those individuals who had unrestricted access to almost a percentage of the Prime Minister were carrying something with them? Yes, viewers, as he whiled away time, the Prime Minister was in an unacceptably vulnerable position, exposed to anyone and everyone who might have wanted to take a pot shot. In these pictures, there isn't a Punjab security man around to intercept any bid to assassinate the Prime Minister. Look at those pictures to the extreme right. Where is the police? When the Prime Minister travels on any route, and you know, because sometimes we get upset by the excess security, it stalls us also. We have to stop. We are sectioned off. Barricades are put up before us. And every 10, 20 yards, there is a policeman with a gun. There are none around. in the video on the extreme right. And he's barely 8 feet away from some unidentifiable individuals. Viewers, this video is backed by eyewitness accounts. Now listen to this. This is a BJP worker who finds himself on the same side of the street as the Prime Minister's cavalcade, because the Prime Minister had no choice but to make a U-turn after he was sectioned off, blocked by those protesters. So he ends up on the same side as his supporters. Now viewers, that's just like you and I, bumper to bumper with the Prime Minister when he's traveling. I mean, that's unheard of. Listen to this first.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम अमित तनेजा है। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का प्रदेश कार्य समिति सदस्य हूं। आज आपको एक अजीब चीज़ दिखा रहा हूं। मेरी और प्रधानमंत्री जी की कार, देश के प्रथम प्रधान सेवक प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की कार, सामने से मैं और वो एक ही रोड पे हैं। कितना बड़ा सिक्योरिटी लैप्स है, और वो सामने 10 मिनट खड़ी रहने के बाद यू टर्न लेके वापस आ रही है। मतलब फिरोजपुर से 10 किलोमीटर पहले की ये वीडियो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ कि प्रधानमंत्री जी का काफिला मतलब फंसा था और पुलिस उसको भी निकालने में नाकामयाब रही। और ये कितना बड़ा सिक्योरिटी लैप्स है पंजाब सरकार का, पंजाब पुलिस का। जिम्मेदार अधिकारियों पर तुरंत कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
Viewers, you can see those pictures. Let's just go back once. Nizam bhai, let's go back once to that same video. The video of the BJP worker. I just want to show the viewers. You can see that he's speaking from within his car. And the Prime Minister's cavalcade is passing him. There it is. Let's go back. Yeah, that's him. That's him sitting in this car. He's describing it. That's how we know that those protesters on the right were just 7 to 8 feet away from the Prime Minister. Now, you heard the eyewitness, viewers. Of course, the Congress insists that this was a lapse, but that can't be. No one, absolutely no one can find out what route the Prime Minister is planning to take in advance. Usually there are 3, if not 4 routes pre-decided. The only way that kind of information can make its way out to the public is if it is leaked. And that too in advance, to give time to anyone to assemble, in this case the protesters. And today, viewers, Times now has evidence that establishes that the police were hobnobbing with the protesters when they should have been pushing them away. Look at these pictures. They're sipping tea, they're chatting. There's a strange conviviality, a strange bond. Indeed, instead of removing the protesters, the police are chatting with them, and if this is an evidence of an unwarranted bonhomie, then what else could it be? That's why the BJP has today accused the Congress of harboring a khuni irada. It might sound dramatic, viewers, but certainly when you look at these pictures, etc., you might also be convinced into thinking that there was a lot more to these pictures than meets the eye. Anyhow, listen first to the BJP making this dramatic claim.
पंजाब की पुण्य धरती पर कांग्रेस के खूनी इरादे नाकाम रहे। जो लोग कांग्रेस पार्टी में मोदी से घृणा करते हैं, वो आज देश के प्रधानमंत्री को, उनकी सिक्योरिटी को किस तरह से भंग किया जाए, उसके लिए प्रयासरत थे।
Viewers, the other problem for the Congress is that its leaders are gloating at the prospect of harm to the Prime Minister. If this was a lapse and not a breach born out of hatred for Modi, why would its leaders taunt the Prime Minister with the jibe, "How's the Josh?" We all know in what context how the Josh has been used in cinema. We all know that, viewers. It exemplifies a victory or discomfiture of a sworn enemy. This is what Srinivas BV has said. Modi ji, how's the Josh? The Prime Minister himself came out and said later to security officials and authorities, airport authorities at Bhatinda Airport, that they should all thank the Chief Minister. Of course, he was tongue in cheek that he's still alive. That's how he felt. But the Congress was mocking his discomfiture. Now, viewers, it's not just this one leader. There are others. There are others, and we have examples. Another one suggested, what you sow is what you reap. Everyone is gloating in the Congress. This is a stinging indictment of the party. The Congress has proved today that after ousting Patriot Captain Amrinder Singh, its current crop of leaders cannot be trusted with governing a sensitive border state. Over the last few months, the state has witnessed an attempt at sacrilege that threatened to fan the flames of communal hate. We saw that. The state has seen Khalistan apologists joining the ruling party, the Congress. The state has been besieged by wave after wave of arms drops by Pakistan and other contraband that it drops routinely using drones. And today the breach serves as a reminder of tanking Congress morality and credibility. How low can the Congress go? How low can it go? Let's open this up, viewers. Let's open this up. Let's go straight across. Let's go straight across to one of the eyewitnesses, Mr. Taneja, who was there. Mr. Taneja, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है तनेजा जी? मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको? तो आप जरा हमें बताइए कि आपको ये कंस्पिरेसी क्यों लगती है? कांग्रेस तो कहती है कि ये देखिए गलती हो गई, ये एक किस्म से एक हमने प्रेपरेशन नहीं की, हमें बताया नहीं गया. तो आप हमें बताइए कि आपको एक कंस्पिरेसी क्यों लग रही है सर?
सर ऐसा है तो इसलिए लग रही है कि जिस जगह पे 2 घंटे से दंगा हो रहा है, मार पिटाई हो रही है, उपद्रवियों द्वारा गाड़ियां तोड़ी जा रही हैं, उस जगह पे मतलब प्रधानमंत्री जी के काफिले को लाने के लिए क्लियरेंस कैसे दिया गया? मतलब हम लोग सुबह 11:30-12 बजे वहां थे, तो 12 बजे से वहां दंगा हो रहा था, गाड़ियों के शीशे तोड़े जा रहे थे और महिला कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ अभद्र व्यवहार किया जा रहा था. उसके बाद लगभग 1 बजे के आसपास प्रधानमंत्री जी का काफिला उसी जगह पर पहुंच जाना जहां पर रोड जाम है, रोड ब्लॉक है और कुछ दंगाई जमा है. तो ये आपको साजिश लगती है? लैप्स नहीं, ये प्रेसी लग रही है जी.
ओके, थैंक यू सर, आपने हमसे बात की, आपका हमने पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन भी सुना था. थैंक यू वेरी मच. दिस इज ऑफ कोर्स मिस्टर तनेजा, who was in his car, Amit Taneja, and he was following in the cavalcade at some distance and found that he was suddenly literally face to face with the Prime Minister. Now let's open this up. Dr. Ranganathan, let me bring you in here. Is there more to this than meets the eye? As an outsider looking in, what do you make of this? I think you're on mute. If you could just unmute yourself, I think there might be an issue there. Yes. We can hear you now. Yeah.
No, good evening, Rahul. This is a shocking breach of security. It heads across governments, agencies, central and state. Rahul, the security of a prime minister, especially 4 billion.
Dr. Ranganathan, we are having problems. We are having a few issues with your audio. We're going to try and come back to you. It's dropping out intermittently. Let me first get the BJP into this. Let me ask them why they feel that this is a massive conspiracy, that this is collusion, as some of their leaders have suggested. Mr. Poonawalla, would you explain your stand tonight and justify it?
Rahul, thank you for having me on your show, and let me tell you that this is no breach or security lapse but a khuni sajish. In Modi Virod, these people have got down to Desh Virod, and this is not a sayog but a prayog, and I'll give you 10 pieces of evidence in the next 20 or 30 seconds. 1. Why did the DGP give final fake clearance to the route that was proposed because Prime Minister could not go by helicopter? Second, when he gave the clearance for the route, why was there no additional deployment on that route? Third, if there was deployment of 10,000 people as is claimed by congressmen, 10,000 policemen were not able to clear paid political mercenaries. I don't call them protesters, they are paid political mercenaries. The reason why they were not able to clear them is because there are videos surfaced, and you've also shown one where they were colluding together. The policemen were having chai with these paid political mercenaries, and therefore they were not removed. 5. Why was the CM not available on the phone? A border state CM, the Prime Minister's paraphernalia wants to get in touch with you. It is a national security issue that may be there, and you do not get in touch with the Prime Minister's paraphernalia. Is that responsible behavior? The Chief Minister, the Chief Secretary, or the DGP usually has to either receive or be part of the convoy of the Prime Minister. None of them were there, even though their car was there. Was it because they knew what was going to happen and they had given their assent to it? After that, the CM says that there was no bheed in the rally, therefore this was a drama done by the BJP. Let me tell you that there are videos of how much bheed there was at the rally, and this is the excuse by the CM. The CM says that I had come in contact with somebody who was tested positive, and therefore I could not go to receive the Prime Minister. At the time when the CM was saying this, or this entire thing was happening, the CM was doing a live interview on one of the regional channels. You can check it out from your resources. And then he came and addressed a press conference without a mask in front of people. So if he had come in contact with somebody who was positive, why was he not in isolation, or why wasn't he doing the press conference via video conferencing? Why was he there physically? After that, tell me that this is clear case of leaking of the route, because that route is not known to the SPG. That route can only be known to the local police or to the policemen. Now let me tell you an interesting thing, Rahul. What has happened in the last few weeks in Punjab? 1. Ludhiana blast. 2. The Beadbi matter, in which a person was killed even though there was police presence also, and the police could do nothing. 3rd, the current DGP of Punjab, please check it out, Rahul, is a person who is the 3rd DGP in the last 3 months, because you know how they are playing these political games in Punjab, and law and order has become a casualty. In fact, Mr. Sidhu himself has questioned the Home Minister of Punjab on the lack of law and order situation in Punjab. So even the Congress people are saying this. Forget what the BJP is saying. Today, congressmen like Mr. Jhakar has said that this should not have happened. The Deputy Chief Minister has accepted that it is a mistake. But what is Congress Party doing? Congress Party is celebrating it. Okay. And therefore, in the last 1 minute, I have given you 10 pieces of evidence, Rahul, which show that this was a khuni sajish, and Congress has always been with the elements that are anti-India just because they hate Prime Minister Modi. Look at what they did yesterday. A story Times Now broke. The propaganda peddled by China was taken up by Rahul Gandhi. And by the way, where is Rahul Gandhi? As per Sidhu, he was in a secret meeting. I want to know, was this the agenda of that secret meeting?
Okay, let me bring in Manasvi Thapar of the Congress. How do you respond to what Mr. Poonawalla is saying?
Rahulji, first of all, there is no khuni sajish. First of all, Prime Minister Modi is the world's most powerful leader. He's India's Prime Minister, and further, now going back to the opposition point of view, no opposition in this country would try to attempt such kind of incident. This is a lapse. Definitely inquiry needs to be done. It is our Prime Minister, and inquiry would be done. But the question remains, is SPG weak? What happened between the communication? Was there a sudden change of route? All these needs to be answered. And further, what comes to the mind of common people in Punjab would be, these agitators were holding any kinds of arms and ammunition. How were they a threat to the Prime Minister?
It was confirmed and given by the DGP of Punjab. The route was cleared by DGP Punjab.
Please let me make
there was no sudden change. There was no change that the DGP did not know.
So
let's clarify facts. Let's talk on facts.
Let's talk about the inquiry. Let the inquiry happen. So are you saying you already know the answers to the inquiry?
No, Mr. Manasvi Thapar, let me just step in here. We don't need to know what the BJP wants to say. We need to know the truth. Okay, so one second.
A different version.
No, Manasvi Thapar, look, let me point out what Sidhu says about your government. Your own poll mascot. He doesn't trust your government. He says your government is colluding with those who are today in bed with various elements of certain notoriousness. So I'm asking you, this is Sidhu saying it. Why should India trust your government, your chief minister? You had a problem with your former chief minister. You said that he had actually tried to shield drug mafia. That government, no, 1 second, if that was the case, then for about 5 years, that's a very serious collusion that went on.
Correct, Rahul ji.
So now I want to ask you, so why should we trust you when Sidhu himself has a problem? The reason the DGP was changed recently, if I'm not mistaken, is because Mr. Sidhu said that if he isn't changed, I'm walking out. Am I not right? Or am I wrong?
Rahul ji, everyone would have their own opinion.
No, these are not opinions. These are facts. You have acted on what Mr. Sidhu said about your own government. Am I wrong or am I right? Just point out, sir, on fact. Am I right or am I wrong? Please.
Let me give you an answer.
नहीं, मैंने गलत बोला है.
Sidhu is not. नहीं, आप गलत कुछ भी नहीं बोलते. आपने कभी गलत.
मैंने गलत नहीं बोला, तो फिर मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ. If your own Sidhu poster boy doesn't trust you, trust your government, why should the rest of India trust your government? Simple question, please answer it.
Simple question. Now let me have an answer to that. Sidhu is not a constitutional post holder. The constitutional post holder, Satyapal Malik ji, the governor, does not trust the prime minister. So that does not mean that prime minister kharab hai.
But you acted on what Sidhu said. So obviously there was reason, or do you just act because you know, Sidhu says something? No, if Sidhu is not a constitutional post holder, why did you act on his ultimatum? Simple question.
Rahul ji, the idea of a debate or having 6 panelists would be 6 different views would be there. But the question, the moot question,
no sir,
is how did the lapse happen?
No sir. You talked about trust. You have to trust. You have to hold an independent inquiry. They have said for years altogether you have not been able to hold an independent inquiry. Sidhu says this. I haven't said this. Into blasphemy case. Now suddenly, with the polls around the corner, you've activated that case. Into the drug peddling case, you've suddenly now resurrected that case. You sat on it for many years. So I'm asking you, and this is an answer you need to give, because this is a matter of state security, sir.
Obviously, do you think India's state security should
Well, sir, we are 10 kilometers from the Pakistani border and a prime minister is idling time, 20 minutes.
Even in Gujarat. So
you know, news travels very quickly today through this.
Yeah.
It travels very quickly through this, sir. It takes seconds to send some sort of a projectile across the border. It doesn't take. Let me ask General Giri Bakshi this question. General Bakshi.
Punjab did not become a border state today. Punjab was a border state.
That's precisely the reason why you should have been acting on things like drug peddling, the mafia. There has been arms drops continually floating across, sir, the border. I'm just saying.
That
you have a problem with what is the security establishment's position in Kashmir. You say, oh, you know, you call the former CDS, Sadak Ka Gunda, one of your party men, the great Sheila Dikshit's son. Am I wrong? Sidhu goes and embraces the general there in Pakistan. Why does he do that, sir?
Can I answer?
No, you need to answer. Why should we trust a mascot of your government who's calling all the shots, who goes and embraces, and embraces General Bajwa, and just recently when he went across during the last Kartarpur corridor visit, called Imran Khan a sensational guy?
Amazing questions you have asked, but you don't let me answer.
Please answer,
sir. If Sidhu is an anti-national, while the center is filled with BJP members, the BJP is ruling the country, why an anti-national is roaming free in this country? The question is to the center. If your questions are to the center, why an anti-national who's hugging Bajwa is still free? If he's
sir, that doesn't make him, no, hang on, that doesn't make him a criminal. That makes him a stooge.
Okay.
And being a stooge or a chamcha isn't a crime. You know, you're a lawyer, sir. I mean, I don't need to tell you this.
Rahul, you are changing your stand.
I'm not changing my stand. If a man is going and sucking up to Mr. Bajwa, General Bajwa, I don't even actually want to call him a general, but I'll just say, when he goes and sucks up to Bajwa and hugs him, he's a stooge. Now, what makes him a stooge is a question that we need to get at. But 1 minute, let me open this up. General Bakshi.
What was the hug?
General Bakshi, today the Congress party, the state government of Punjab says, trust us, we're going to hold an investigation. Can we trust them? General Bakshi.
Look, Rahul, frankly, one is deeply perturbed by what is happening in the Punjab. Is that state government in a position to run that particular province, border province, in accordance with the statutes of the constitution? The chief minister was supposed to go and have met the prime minister, and if he was suddenly COVID infected, firstly, he should not have been giving press conferences to the regional media, and number two, he could have deputed a minister. The chief secretary should have gone, senior official should have gone and done that basic courtesy. That was not done. Number two, the question is, why was the route not sanitized? One. Number two, how was the route divulged to these so-called farm protesters when the route was known only to the police? My great fear is that a very permissive environment is being created in the Punjab to facilitate the return of Khalistani terrorism. There is it seems to be deep political collusion in trying to create a permissive, climate of collapse in Punjab. 70 drone sightings in the last year. 70 drone sightings. How many drones have gone through undetected, we don't know. But the simple fact is these drones were dropping arms, ammunition, Kalashnikov rifles, they were dropping military grade explosives, they were dropping drugs, they were dropping cash. The writing is on the wall. The ISI is hell-bent on Project K2, Kashmir, Khalistan, revival of the Khalistan terrorist movement. In such an environment, in a country which has lost 2 prime ministers to assassinations, you take such a risk with the security of your top government functionary?
Not to forget, sir,
Prime Minister himself, no less.
Not to forget that Punjab also lost a chief minister.
In the whole country.
Punjab also lost a chief minister. Let's not forget that. Anand Ranganathan.
Of our generals, our Army Chief General Vaidya was assassinated.
Absolutely.
Brar was assassinated.
I mean, just recently, just about a week ago, you had an incendiary enter, in fact, the palace of the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, with a crossbow to knock her off. That's what they were trying to do. Now, I want to bring in Dr. Ranganathan. I hope his line is now secure and fixed. Dr. Ranganathan, I just want to ask you, look, fair enough. You know, you can pull up the center. You can say that they should have not been putting blind faith and hoping that the police in Punjab would be doing its job assiduously. But the fact of the matter is that the route was not sanitized. It's the basic thing, and no central agency can do that. I mean, you know, you don't have police in every precinct of your own. Number one, the route is then divulged. It takes time for any number of protesters to suddenly land up in a particular spot. We don't even know if these were protesters or if they were some other activists. Siddharth Poonawalla said they are paid mercenaries. We don't know. We don't know any of this. And if they were, and you see the pictures of that bonhomie, then I don't know if the truth will ever come out, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, absolutely. Apologies for the audio disturbance. Rahul, as I was saying, heads must roll. Because the security of a prime minister, especially one who represents 1.4 billion, has to be sacrosanct. It has to be devoid of all political interference or ideological interference. And it has to be bipartisan at all times. This nation, as General Bakshi just said, has paid too heavy a price with the assassination of 2 prime ministers through security lapses. And one would have thought, would have learned some lessons from it, to not mock or lampoon security breaches. Sadly, that's not the case. Congress leaders and their minions are on an overdrive tonight, ridiculing the nation's concern at this serious lapse. Perhaps they have been provided with a new toolkit. Heaven knows. Remember the incident when the same Congress created so much hue and cry about a spot of green laser light that fell on Rajiv Gandhi's chest at a presser 2 years ago, Rahul, which they claimed was from a sniper gun. Turned out it was a flashlight from the camera of a Congress party photographer. But these same guys claimed it was an attempt to assassinate their great leader. Modi and Shah were implicated. The well at the parliament was rushed at. The streets were poured on. Op-eds were written on vengeful Modi. And today, a lap occurs that jeopardizes life and limb of a sitting prime minister. And these same guys have the temerity to ask, Modi ji, how's the Josh? That's disgusting. Rahul, two issues important here. Away from all this.
Okay, again, Dr. Ranganathan, we've lost you. We've again lost you there when you were bringing up. We just gone completely silent. Let me bring in Abhishek Sudhir. Let's make this a little more broad. Abhishek Sudhir, spokesperson for the Samajwadi Party, I think. Are you still with them? You're also on mute. Abhishek Sudhir. Today, I think everyone wants to be mute. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Not a spokesperson.
I'll be coming to you next. Yeah. Prime your vocal cords. I'm coming to you next. Yeah, Abhishek Sudhir, are we ready? Can you hear me? Can I ask you?
Yes.
Can I ask you, sir? Can I ask you? How's your Josh? Happy about this today? Or do you think we've hit a real political low with the way the Congress has reacted?
We have hit a political low. We've hit that political low a long time ago. I just want to make a more nuanced point. I hope you'll give me 60 seconds before you interject. I just want to talk about the language. Today, we've had the BJP spokesperson say these were paid political mercenaries. We've had Meenakshi Leikhi call farmers Mawalis. We've had them called Khalistani terrorists, anarchists. The words, the descriptions used for these farmers, I mean, it's really unfortunate the language that's been used. Does that justify what happened today? Absolutely not. This was a serious security lapse. It shouldn't have happened. I agree with you. Heads must roll. There must be a thorough inquiry. But I want to talk about how we got here. Why is it that Narendra Modi is the most unpopular prime minister in Punjab since Indira Gandhi? How did we get here? Why is there so much anti-BJP feeling in Punjab today? That's because of the language that's been used against these protesters. The protesters that were there today, they were protesting against Ajay Mishra. They wanted the MOS home to resign. Does that mean that, you block the Prime Minister's cavalcade and, there's a threat to his life? Absolutely not. But they have a legitimate right to protest. And similarly, the government of Punjab and the SPG and the Home Ministry, right, they have a duty to protect the Prime Minister. We need to take the temperature down. We cannot return to the days of the 80s when Punjab was restive and there were a serious...
Very nice words. Very nice words, Abhishek. So of course, we need to take the temperature down. Obviously. In fact, we shouldn't even be having rallies at a time like this, But let me ask you, you said, why is he the most unpopular after Indira Gandhi? I'll tell you why Indira Gandhi was unpopular, and I don't think you'll have a problem with that, because she used an iron hand to tame Khalistan. You have a problem with that. You have a problem with someone taking on terrorists. You have no problem with someone hugging. No, you don't have a problem with someone hugging a person who sponsors the terrorism, but you have a problem with someone taking on terrorists.
Sidhu is a joker.
No, so Sidhu is not a joker. He's as much as a joker as the party wants him to be. They take him very seriously. He's a poll mascot. He's deciding who's going to be getting what ticket. So don't brush it aside.
I don't speak for the Congress.
No, I mean, he's as much as a joker, sir, then as the leadership of the Congress party. Because if he's a joke and he's in a position of such authority, then what does that make those that have appointed him? I remember what Mohinder Amarnath had once said about selectors.
He was also in the BJP.
He'd call them a bunch of jokers, clowns.
In the BJP too.
So let's get to the facts. You have a problem with Indira Gandhi taking an iron hand approach towards terrorism,
but you have worship.
No, 1 second. I'm just asking you a simple question, sir. I'm asking you, but you have no problem with Rajiv Gandhi. Do you think Rajiv Gandhi was very popular among Sikhs? You would think that?
Of course,
for justifying the anti-Sikh riots?
What he said was wrong. He shouldn't have said when a big tree falls.
So then do you think they were very happy with Rahul Gandhi when he refused to apologize for the anti-Sikh riots?
He should have. He was wrong. He should have apologized.
So
quicker.
then, how are you saying that Modi is the most unpopular right after Indira Gandhi? There are two
Because
others.
Modi has called the farmers.
You know, one
Andolan
second, sir.
He has
One second.
mocked them at every turn.
One second. Punjab is not all about farmers only. Please. There are enough committed people in Punjab who know what is right and what is wrong. Let me bring in
Let's see how
Shadab
many seats
Poonawalla of
the
the
BJP
Bharatiya
wins in
Janata Party to
Punjab.
respond to you. Shadab Poonawalla, respond to Abhishek Sudhir.
Now, I did not know that Mr. Sudhir would use such language against farmers. I don't want to actually categorize any person who would willingly try to create a situation of danger for the Prime Minister to be associated with farmers, and therefore I call them paid political mercenaries. But here, those who claim to talk about farmers are trying to blame the farmers for their own kukrutya. Look at the manner in which Mr. Sudhir is dismissing it and saying that Sidhu is a joker. Sir, this joker has appointed the current DGP of Punjab. Do you know that this appointee of DGP of Punjab is actually a recommendation of Mr. Sidhu, and Mr. Sidhu batted for him? So if you are relying on a joker to give you the nomination for the DGP, no wonder the law and order situation is like this. Thirdly, I want to ask you, is
Honestly,
it
it's
your
from the
sheer
Congress, not
incompetence
me.
or your sheer collusion that
But you made the
10,000
point.
people, sir,
You're
I did not
responding to you.
interrupt you. I thought you had faith in the idea. Yeah. 10,000 policemen were on the street. Either you tell me that there was complete incompetence of a CM and of a government that can't ensure that the route is sanitized and there's adequate deployment to remove these paid political mercenaries, or you tell us that there is a collusion of a deep level to ensure that the personal body of the Prime Minister is harmed by these paid political mercenaries.
Can I
So
respond?
please tell me.
Well, let
which
me
of
tell
these
you
two
one
is
thing.
it? Because both
Quick
of them
response. We've
demand
got
that your heads be raised.
we've got
And
viewers
finally,
calling in. We've got viewers calling in. I want to go straight across to Bindu, who's calling in from
Quick response.
Mrs. Bindu is calling in from Bhopal. Madam, please go ahead. Good evening. Do you think this is conspiracy, collusion, or coincidence?
This is not coincidence. This is, they had planned it and they could not succeed, I feel so. And shameful and shocking.
Shameful and shocking.
And
These are our viewers who are calling in organically. Mr. Deepak calling in also.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
गुड इवनिंग सर। आई एम ए कॉमन पर्सन, एक
Yes, sir.
इंडियन हूँ, मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा।
बोलिए सर।
सर, ये जितने भी प्रोटेस्ट होते हैं, इन पे लोकल गवर्नमेंट या सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कभी भी अच्छे ढंग से कार्रवाई नहीं कर पाते हैं, क्योंकि उनका वोटों की राजनीति चलती है। इसको फौज को क्यों नहीं दे देते ये लोग कि भाई फौज इसको कंट्रोल करे? ये लोग नहीं कर सकते कंट्रोल। 150, 200 आदमी, 500 आदमी इकट्ठा होके प्रधानमंत्री हमारे देश का जो एक कुछ भी हो जाता आज, देश का क्या होता?
देश का क्या होता? Dr. Ranganathan wants to come in on that point. देश का क्या होता? Ashutosh Mishra, I'll come to you. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, absolutely. I'm sorry again for the audio disturbance. I hope you can hear me now, Rahul.
Yes, I can.
I'm very thankful that Mr. Deepak, your caller, has made that very important point, because like it or not, the mind does hark back to that awful day of Republic Day, January 26th of last year, when the state essentially allowed these anarchists to run riot and hold the capital to ransom. And what happened after that? Most of them were let off, and those who were still under, incarceration, free legal counsel was provided to them. We are paying today for that generosity. A lesson not given, Rahul, is a lesson not learned.
Very important point. Lesson not given is a lesson not learned. Abhishek Sudhir, you know, today you might be valorizing a section of those who strung up a man, beheaded him, cut his hand off, and strung him up from a police barricade. I mean, that if that is what you condone.
No, I don't.
The civil occupation of land that belongs to other people, obstruction, all sorts of other methodologies that were utilized, then, sir, good luck to you. The country will go to the dogs. Raghavan, Mr. Raghavan calling in from Bengaluru before I bring in Ashutosh Mishra. Yes.
Can I get...
Mr. Raghavan. Mr. Raghavan, good evening.
Good evening. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. This is actually mismanagement of Punjab government. It is a very true. They only handled this issue. It is anticipated because Punjab cut on us and propose hands.
Well, viewers, we've had now 5 viewers calling in, and they all seem to think that there is more to this than meets the eye. O.P. Swaminathan also calling in. Good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Rahul, good evening.
Good evening.
See, whether this is incompetence or a conspiracy, this government doesn't deserve to be this government. Hello, good evening, Rahul. Whether it is a conspiracy or not, we do not know.
Right.
But it is sheer incompetence of this government not to be able to protect the Prime Minister.
I think you made a very valid point. I think you made a very, very valid point, Mr. Swaminathan. Look, it's either incompetence. If it's incompetence, then taken together with what we have seen in the past, the Congress really doesn't have a right to be ruling a border state. If it is incompetence, Ashutosh Mishra. These are viewers calling in and making very important points. If it is worse, if it is a conspiracy, then obviously they should be completely ruled out of any equation.
The viewers...
No, Mr. Mishra, I want to ask you this simple question. Fine, it's not a conspiracy. This is incompetence. If you can't protect the personage of the Prime Minister, how will you protect Punjab?
We should let the viewers know that in the toolkit of BJP and Narendra Modi...
Toolkit छोड़िए आप, मेरे को आप ये बताइए, is there a... No, see, don't, one second, sir. Why aren't you... Nautanki? Is this a Nautanki?
Narendra Modi...
There is visual evidence.
State election.
No, there is visual evidence.
And now what you are seeing, you are talking about incompetence and all.
No, one second.
How desperately in Bengal BJP tried to enforce.
If it was a Nautanki, why did the Chief Minister apologize? If this is a Nautanki, why is Channi apologizing? Answer me. So he apologizes for a Nautanki, he apologizes for another joker. What is going on?
Channi has exposed Advani ji's adept event manager. Cancelling an event which is likely to bomb is also shoot event management.
Okay, viewers, here we have Ashutosh Mishra. Ashutosh Mishra, let me ask you another question. This will tell us where you really stand on issues. Mr. Sidhu goes and hugs General Bajwa. Do you think that was a good thing to do, or do you think it's reprehensible? Take a position.
Do you think Narendra Modi going to Nawaz Sharif uninvited?
There you go. Viewers, you see, 2 wrongs may not make a right. We know that 2 wrongs don't make a right. But in this game of whataboutery, it does. You see, it does. Now, this is where the problem is. General Bakshi, this is where the problem is. This is the issue. General Bakshi, we have individuals from the Congress, supporters and sympathizers of the Congress who have no compunctions in glossing over these facts. And what does that say at the end of the day? General Bakshi, this is where the problem is. This is the issue. General Bakshi, we have... Okay. I think we've lost General Bakshi there. I think we lost him there. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, you want to come in?
To rebut very politely, Mr. Ashutosh ji, by a fact, Rahul, as you know, over the past 2 weeks, a narrative is being driven to make the Prime Minister and the government guilty for his security cover. You yourself mentioned it about the cost of the armored and bulletproof Maybach, how expensive it is, without them knowing the fact that it was a routine protocol. Before that, a dozen BMWs, and some of them have been replaced by, and it has nothing to do with the Prime Minister. So the fact is, they are driving this narrative that Modi should feel guilty about all these things. Why is he being protected so much and all that? And today this happens. And then you see all this jousting and all this mocking and terrible lampooning and calling it Nautanki. I'm sorry, these are reprehensible remarks in anyone. And I'm happy that Abhishek has condemned some of these remarks. It should be condemned universally. You don't mess with the Prime Minister's security, because ultimately, please remember, it is not about the Prime Minister, whether he's BJP or Congress or anyone. It is about the security personnel, their pride in protecting. And I don't want to get very filmy on it,
But there was a wonderful film, In the Line of Fire, where Clint Eastwood was one of the protectees of the of the president. It has got nothing to do with the Prime Minister. It's got everything to do with the person, his job, his reputation of protecting the Prime Minister. So when you're mocking, you're not mocking the Prime Minister. You're mocking that army personnel or that security personnel.
Shahzad Poonawalla, quick response. Ashutosh Mishra has made a straight attack on the Prime Minister. Go ahead.
Then why was the Deputy Chief Minister saying that yes, it is admitted that it is a lapse? Secondly, why did Mr. Jhakar tweet that this was against Punjabiyat? Thirdly, why was the Firozpur SSP suspended? I believe I've seen reports that he has already been suspended. Why has action been taken? And yes. Fourthly, they say they'll have an independent inquiry, and before inquiry, they have already concluded that this is a Nautanki. So you can understand that this was a pre-planned conspiracy, and today Ashutosh is revealing how they are going to remove nothing from this, and they're going to ensure that everyone gets a clean sheet, because this was done at the behest of the top leadership of the Congress party to threaten the Prime Minister's safety. And I'm saying this as a responsible spokesperson of the BJP, that this was a pre-planned conspiracy to target the Prime Minister's personage.
That the Prime Minister...
No. Ashutosh ji, he's saying that a person has been suspended for dereliction of duty.
And now
for dereliction of duty. He could be made a scapegoat. How do you know? Maybe they just sacked the lowest person on the rung, on the ladder, and got rid of him. You know, you've sacrificed a lamb. No, you've sacrificed the lamb. No. I don't buy that at all. Anyhow, let me bring in General Bakshi. I try to go across to him. General Bakshi, can we even trust? Okay, can we even trust? Okay, what the Aam Aadmi Party has said. This is not just about the BJP. The Aam Aadmi Party says today, after today, it's very difficult to trust the Congress in ruling a border state. I mean, this is a problem. If it's ineptitude, it's massive. If you can't save the personage of the Prime Minister, how are you going to save Punjab, General Bakshi? That's really the problem here.
That precisely is the issue, Rahul. The simple fact is that if you can't save the Prime Minister of the country, how is the ordinary citizen safe? And we have lost two Prime Ministers. Rahul, it is now time for deterrent punishment. We can't take it in a lackadaisical fashion. Chalta hai fashion, okay, is some kind of a political joke or political theatre. It is not. The security, we can't afford to lose a third Prime Minister. It will be a monumental, tragedy if we let it happen the third time around. John Santania said, those who don't learn from history are condemned to repeat it. Two Prime Ministers you have lost. Can you take the security of the most critical office in the land so callously? And then you joke about it, for the love of God?
Well,
you joke.
This doesn't behove a party.
You go there to gloat and celebrate.
Where two Prime Ministers...
Virtual attack on your Prime Minister. We need deterrent punishment, and we need it now.
And let me tell you, sir, B.V. Srinivas is very close to Rahul Gandhi, handpicked by Rahul Gandhi. And if he is trivializing assassinations, then God help the Congress, because the Congress has paid the price when it comes to assassinations. It has. It should be the last that should be trivializing assassinations. How often does Rahul Gandhi invoke the sacrifice of his family? Viewers, something very wrong in the state of Punjab. Something very, very wrong. I don't know who's going to fix it, but I just want to also remind you that around 6 years ago, there was an attempt on the Prime Minister's life. Gandhi Maidan, Patna, bombs went off at a rally. Don't forget that. Don't forget that, viewers. At that time, he was an aspirant. He was a candidate. He wasn't the Prime Minister. So there is history here. There have been other threats along the way. This was a breach 20 kilometers from the borders of Pakistan, and I'm sure the Pakistanis will be looking at this very, very closely. They don't need opportunities, viewers. I'll take a short break. We'll be right back.